أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ذلك أن لم يكن ربك مهلك القرى بظلم وأهلها غافلون. In the previous verse, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala had mentioned that on the day of Qiyam, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will question the jinnat and the insan and the human beings. What would Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala ask them? That the messengers not come to you and convey the message to you. So here Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in this verse mentions ذَلِكَ أَن لَمْ يَكُنْ رَبُّكَ مُهْلِكَ الْقُرَى بِظُلْمِ وَأَهْلُهَا غَافِلُونَ. That this sending of the messengers to the various towns is that so that your Rabb does not destroy the villages, that does not destroy the towns بِظُلْمٍ, that are negligent, that are unaware, بِظُلْمٍ, unjustly, وَأَهْلُهَا غَافِلُونَ, and the people of the town are unaware. Meaning that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala doesn't just send His adab and destroy a locality, destroy a town, but Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala first sends the Nabi of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. The Nabi conveys the message to the people of the town, and thereafter when the people of the town are not prepared to accept the message of the Nabi, then finally the adab and the punishment of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala comes. Exactly in the same manner we find that in dunya also, that when a person he tramples, he breaks the laws of Allah Ta'ala gives a lot of respite to a person. First time, second time, third time. But when a person now becomes bold and now openly a person starts trampling and breaking the laws of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, then we find that Allah Ta'ala catches that person and grips the person. But generally on the first time, second time, Allah Ta'ala leaves a person. Allah Ta'ala further says, وَلِكُلٍّ دَرَجَاتٌ مِمَّا عَمِلُوا, that for every person there are ranks, there are stages, mimma amilu, according to the amal and the action that these people carry out. If they carry out good, then higher they rank in goodness, and accordingly they will be rewarded. And when a person breaks the laws of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, then accordingly is his rank and he will be punished. وَمَا رَبُّكَ بِغَافِلٍ عَمَّا يَعْمَلُونَ, and your Rabb is not unaware of what these people do. Meaning every action Allah Ta'ala has full knowledge of it, and that is why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala rewards a person or punishes a person accordingly. Allah Ta'ala further mentions وَرَبُّكَ الْغَنِيُّ ذُو الرَّحْمَةِ, that your Rabb is independent. Allah is not in need of anyone. If the whole world gets together and we obey Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, every person obeys Allah Ta'ala 100%, this will not increase the treasures of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala one, but Allah Ta'ala is totally independent. And if the whole world has to get together and we have to break the commands of Allah Ta'ala, this would not decrease the treasures of Allah one, but Allah is totally independent. ذُو الرَّحْمَةِ, and Allah Ta'ala is most merciful. Allah Ta'ala further mentioned إِن يَشَأْ يُذْهِبْكُمْ وَيَسْتَخْلِفْ مِنْ بَعْدِكُمْ مَا يَشَاءُ كَمَا أَنْشَأَكُمْ مِنْ ذُرِّيَّةِ قَوْمٍ آخَرِينَ. That if Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wish, then Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala could have removed you, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala will replace you with whoever He wishes after you, just as Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala created you from the progeny of another nation. Meaning that before you, O people of Makkah, there was another nation that was existent. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala removed them, and Allah Ta'ala brought you today. So exactly in the same way, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala can remove you today also, and Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala can bring somebody else. In another verse, Allah Ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O people of Iman, may yartadda minkum an dini, that whoever turns away from the deen of Allah, he becomes a murtad, he gives up his Iman. فَسَوْفَ يَأْتِ اللَّهُ بِقَوْمٍ يُحِبُّهُمْ وَيُحِبُّونَ. Allah will soon bring a nation whom Allah Ta'ala loves and they love Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So Allah is not in need of anyone. Allah Ta'ala mentions, إِنَّمَا تُوعَدُونَ لَآتِ وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُعْجِزِينَ, that verily whatever you have been promised, that is to come. You have been promised Qiyamah is to take place, Qiyamah is going to come. You are promised that there is punishment of Allah Ta'ala, the punishment of Allah Ta'ala is going to come. وَمَا أَنْتُمْ بِمُعْجِزِينَ, you will not be able to escape Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. The promises of Allah, you will never be able to escape it. All these things a person will have to face, it is a reality. قُلْ يَا قَوْمِ اعْمَلُوا عَلَى مَكَانَتِكُمْ إِنِّي عَامِلٌ فَسَوْفَ تَعْلَمُونَ. Allah Ta'ala finally says, say, O Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, O my people, O the people of Makkah, that you do your actions upon your place, that what you are doing, you continue with your actions, that verily I will continue doing my actions as well. فَسَوْفَ تَعْلَمُونَ مَنْ تَكُونُ لَهُ عَاقِبَةُ الدَّارِ. Soon you will come to know for who is the favorable ending of the home of the year after. You don't want to bring Iman, you continue your way, I will continue my way. But who will get Jannah tomorrow on the day of Qiyamah? Soon you will come to know tomorrow on the day of Qiyamah. إِنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Verily the oppressors, the wrongdoers, they will never be successful. We'll continue from here.